Jeez. Morning, Tim. What the hell, OKLO? 188? What are we doing here? BYND, a literally company that's going bankrupt. What are we doing here? Okay. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know. Salt Life put batting averages, so to speak, on each person. Some of you are going to be batting like 123. Ruined it. Oh, yeah. Why is this getting hit so hard? Just curious, anyway. APLD daily on watch. AMD absolute juice. What the heck? Okay. Rare Earth selling off. It's interesting. Well, it's a pullback. Let's see what it does around the 9 EMA. AMD super strong out of the gates this morning. Maybe not. Nux at 13. We had that at 11 yesterday. Good. Yeah. YYAI?
Damn, I'm getting old.
Yeah, that would
Things
be a
just
no.
ain't the same round these here parts. No CAM.
That would
No
be an
souls at
absolute
each
no.
other's throats. We haven't spoken about Stream Raiders and IDK how long? What happened to them lil balls? Oh doom, devastation, and destruction.
Stream Raiders closed up shop.
And pizza keeping this place classy at least.
Oh my
but
gosh.
What has this place become?
Yeah, Stream Raiders doesn't exist anymore. They closed it up. You're a 7X. Look at this chart. It's about to be delisted. I purged some more of somebody last night. These things have had ticker changes and freaking... When they ticker change, I have no idea who has them anymore because all the data is gone off of them. It's like you guys are picking some absolute banger of trades. I purged 2 last night. No idea who was in them because they name changed and merged. T12 button. Yeah, that would be a purge too. Let me see if I can buy 2,000 shares of this. I don't know if it lets me. If there's... Oh, there is margin on it. Wow. Okay. $88.2. Spreads. Gosh, they are terrible. This is going to go, isn't it? That was a weak break. APLD, absolute juice. Daily cock on that one, 38.10. Coming up to it. Okay, hello, absolute monster. Is there gamma squeeze on that or something that I'm not aware of? Holy jeez. Oh, they announced a reverse shocker. Shocker. Did they announce it? Yep, that gets purged then. Speed of the moon. Not gonna like that one. I haven't looked at anything today, Tim. I literally just woke up 15 minutes ago. Wow. Okay. See what you're stepping in. It's a 10-minute hold too. Coot moving still? Oh my gosh. It's crazy. Evax. 48. Whoa, bud. How did that... Do you guys have this wick all the way to freaking 38.50? Like, this didn't happen, but it's showing up. You have it too? I'll completely dick the chart. Gotta love that. This Evax is nuts. Fig daily, interesting. Okelo does not stop going up. Dude, how does this thing keep going up? Everybody in the world is saying bubble in quantum, bubble in quantum. It's still going up. That tells you something. You think we'll do an offering soon? They should if they're smart. But I feel like they've already done one, if I remember correctly. I mean, you're talking about a company that's not even going to have revenue for a couple of years. Yeah. LAES pricing they're offering. AMD coming back up. SMR going. Jeez. And then E, what are you doing? Jeez. EVAX halted down. Coot has got some price compression. Trump is still expecting me with G and Crea. Market will like that. ETDR. Okay. S dot. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? UKK 5-minute. Pretty tight. AMD going high today. Dirty Dan, let's go. 39 months, homie. So when you get a chance, I would love to see the averages. Pizza, the thing is updated. ETF. The Google Sheets updated. They updated it last night. Got nobody in line today. Let me know if there's some info that you were wanting to see. 225 was money, wasn't it? Shit. It's pulling back pretty good. See where that goes. Am I not in the chat? Oh, my bad. My bad, my bad. No. Instantly sold off. Thank you. Thank you. And there goes him. I have to go potty so bad. Ugh. I'm pinching it here. I gotta go. How much was this up? Oh, yeah, I didn't have it. This one, $80,000. All right. Make some money. AMD hit 232. Jeez. I really didn't want to sell this APLD, but I think comes to 3850. MACD's down. Gets me a cushion on the day. Watch this OKLO. Eventually this little bubble is going to pop, but I think it's going to be nasty when it does. But maybe this doesn't feel like enough. Doesn't feel like it's there yet. 67.60. Oh my gosh, this market. Space? I don't remember Space. Well, there it is. Stormidin got it. Is robot stuff start? I mean, it's iRobot, but maybe it's a sign. Sold 220 calls. I wonder if it's people that are doing that kind of trade is what's making this thing keep going up. You know, the different kind of shorts. I don't know. I don't understand it, honestly. I don't feel like retail is really pushing quantum. Like, I know when degeneracy is hitting, and I don't feel like this is retail. Oh, yeah. This isn't quantum. This is nuclear. I'm thinking of quantum, though. Your trade is OKLO. Sorry. The caffeine has not hit yet. Hey, Cheese, remember when I said, should we mortgage the house in full port OKLO when it was at $7? Remember that? Yeah, remember that? ASML. DFLI, Annie. Oh, hello. Hello. Yes, I also remember telling you to buy Leaps. No, you didn't. Find that post. Find that post. Have I met any of my viewers? No. I met one person on accident. They ran into me at a Home Depot. I was buying something. Wire or something. I can't remember what it was. And the dude walks by my aisle and I just kind of make eye contact with him. And he like freezes. He's like, and then he backs up. He's like, I know you. I'm like, and I go, I don't know you. He's like, I know you. I'm like, from where? He's like, are you Stock Jock? I'm like, oh. And I was wearing my hoodie at the time. Stock Jock hoodie. Did he tell you his name? I asked. I said, he goes, he said, we shook hands and he said, my name is, and I can't remember what his name is. But I go, no, what's your username? And he's like, I can't remember. So he was part of the, the 2020 crowd. He made a shit ton of money with us. Got out of the market. I think he said he bought a property and lives off the rental income. And he was going to go to Dubai to meet a girl. And he's like, I can't thank you enough. You changed my life. Like, you changed your life, buddy. You're the one that pulled the trigger there on those trades. Congratulations. But yeah, that was the only time I've ever run into somebody. BTBR. Wait. BTDR levels here. 49, 50. There we go. We're not playing that, huh? Reverse, keep it tight. Well, I thought that would do it. Oof. Can we? Oh, come on. Oh, that's a $500 loser. Bullshit. Bullshit. BLBX. Damn, I was really hoping Wolf today was the day for Wolf. Daily Cock. This looks so prime. This has got to go. It's a 1 minute. There you go. High day 55. Ooh. Fentanyl issues stable for 6 months, then it's tariffs off for China. Do it. Yes. Dude, this is super strong. Super strong. All right, we got it back. 223 break. What the hell? OKLL building out like a bit of a wedge maybe through here. Keep an eye on that one. NUC, 5 minute, looks decent. Let's sell this here at the upper Bollinger Band. Good trade. Walmart, look at this. 109 level, huh? I'm gonna take off half here. That's in the swing account. Dude, IRB. Wow. Thank you, Tim. It's a 5 minute cuck. You consider RGT for swing position here. Let me look. RGTZ. So this is a 2x short of RGTI. No, I'm not shorting quantum. Quantum is like just stupid right now. I don't know if this is a gamma squeeze. I don't know if it, just because it's been going up for 2 months doesn't mean it can't go up for 3 months. There would have to be some sort of sign, something in the charts that would tell me it's done going up. APLD looking interesting. Actually, don't like it now. I just saw that it broke here and didn't go. We'll see if this 39 can hold. It doesn't look like it is. Maybe. More chance. No. Huh? The fight over this 39. Who's winning? Stokes is kind of tapped out here. I'm going to sell, actually. Take the L. I don't like that this broke and didn't go. I feel like it might pull back. We'll see. How many? Air India, 300 aircraft. IRBT going again. Was there news on IRB? 26% short interest. And IRBT is straight up. QSI. Jeez. This market's kind of insane, man. Anybody buy this dip? I know no one bought them in the ETF me and the ass ETF viewer fund of retirement fund. There were some bangers in there. Loaded IW, nice. Speaking of leverage, how about those 5x leverage ETFs that they're trying to get approved? What could go wrong? IBG. Big 2x50x. You should look up what happened IONQ 3x. What is it? Here we go, APLD. Damn it. It went minus 130%. How does it do that? I went X. Nice, Anthony. Five X short 8. AMD 5 or no, AMDW there. QS. You're so close, pizza. See, this is the kind of hit pizza. This is it. This is the stuff. Freaking baller trade. We have no inductees into the 100% club today. Mind you. It's been rough going for the ETF me in the ass ETF viewer funded retirement fund. Closest is verified silent here at 78%. Pizza, you got QS here at 75. Weather balloon with Wolf. Oh, and Chickabawa with IVVD. And we'll take a look. We'll take a look. Oh, okay, hello, low a day. Why doesn't the alert show up on this screen? Luke Kong, what do you want? CLF. Beautiful. What is this? 50, give you one. This is the kind of shit I'm talking about. Quality. Okay, you're in. You're in, Luke. You're freaking in, Luke. Luke Kong. 10, 15, 25. One at 14. I mean, I'm okay with some degeneracy. Like, you gotta balance it. Gotta balance that portfolio. You know what I mean? QS just shot through some levels here. Pizza Wrangler going to be knocking on the door here in just a second. Got you in here. Oh, yeah, we're going to look at the ATF being the S. ATF, you're funded retirement. Here. We got Izzy at Can here, 66. Pizza still hanging out with the Tesla. That was within 1% of hitting. That's disgusting. SLDP, Big Harry, nice. NAK. Who's in this one? Oh, Pound. Oh yeah, he rebought. That's been fire. Big Harry about to cash in on this one soon. This is the only OTC stock that is probably worth a damn. This is actually a legitimate company, and it probably gets uplisted, honestly. And this is one of the few that if it hits 100%, I probably am going to keep half. That's KRKNF. It's pasties. iFabicino BTBT. Getting close. Some of these just need like a good day, and it's on. Just one good day. Benny, the real one. May it rest in peace. I looked at it last night. It's like a 15 cents or something. Pasty, I was talking about your K, whatever it was, KRKNF, legit OTC. Probably gets uplisted, my guess. Oh, Daily Cock on QNRX here. Looks like you guys in Discord had it way early. Wasn't paying attention. Was too busy pounding doorknobs. It's gonna take 6 to 12 months before it gets uplisted. That's fine. Have they talked about trying? OKLL, it kind of blew out the bottom here. Didn't die. Watch for a curl. Maybe a diagonal through here. Something like that. Yeah, I completely missed this one. I had it on my list. Flag. This is a former runner. Jesse's World VIVK. Is this a Chinese shitter?
VIVK.
Doesn't have the 1 day drop, so I'll let it count. I'll let it count. Well, but by the way, if it gets delisted, don't come at me when I sell it. Don't come at me. It has till March. You already did your due diligence on it? Oh, that's so funny. I just bought this in the main account. Son of a gun. Jeez. What do we get? 20 at 0.24. Okay, let's get this out of here. Why don't you let some of these ride longer than 100%? I mean, that is the most degenerate thing you could have possibly ever said, Flutes.
Well, 65 months and you haven't aged a day, my love. The market is on absolute fire and we're on a generational run. But I digress. SJ, 65 months ago we locked eyes.
Oh
Since
my
then,
gosh.
I've never been lonely. You also listen to my nonsense and I love when you whisper sweet nothings in your Discord. Together we can accomplish anything. Happy 65 months, big guy, and to many more. With love, Whoopty.
Whoop-de-woo. Or whoop-de-who. 65 months. Unbelievable. Unbelievable streak. I think you are the longest sub I have. Pizza might be right behind you, and Nick is probably pretty close. But damn.
You smell that? What is that? What? What's that smell?
Look at him. And then he comes in and freaking throws 20 bomb on you all. Absolute animal.
No, money.
Absolute dubs.
Money. Okay.
Whoop-de-hoo, everybody. Can't speak. I'm so turned on. That's true. Pizza does have the tier 3 streak. I think pizza's my only. Someone has a tier 2. I have to look it up. I don't know if they're still tier 2. But pizza, you by far are tier 3. The lone rider comes to tier 3. Oh, Luke's tier 2. That's right. Luke's tier 2. I thought there was someone else too, but I don't think so. I think it's Luke at tier 2. I wish Twitch gave us more things to offer people for tier 2 and 3. I'm a prime 300 gifted. Let's go. Only nothing to spend them on. Well, like some sort of viewer reward. Shut up, Justin. Ban yourself. Evax looking dead off the list. ASTS. Not today. Down. Fig daily hit. 62.
You smell that? What is that? What? What's that smell? A cologne? No.
C-Bus.
Opportunity.
Gifting out
No.
the sub. Let's go, buddy.
I smell money. Okay.
What'd you trade? 285 now? Let's go. Nice number. Nice number. AMD juicing. Watch me now. Yeah, I should have gone GMPX for that. Let me look at it. GMPX. Holy shit balls. Where did this come from? Did they have news today? APLM halted. JCap. Short report on CCCS. 100,000 shares of volume to the downside. Didn't even budget. Or KLB. Nope. Nada. SMR juicing. Dude, Rocket Lab. That's damn near doubled in 2 weeks. We had that back here. Call that junk. QS sell order. I can put one in. Are we getting close? You got to get $20.76. $20.76. All right, your order's in. Paints are anglers pouring into the fences. He says today's the day. Oh, don't fail as soon as I get in, piece of shit. I might have just dicked you a pizza. I don't know what that candlestick is. There it is. Big poppy. 75 hit. It's got room if it wants it. Damn. For Bollinger Band, 19 up here. Who caught the rocket? Get half off, lock it in, no predictions. Sip. Nice work, Cheese. Freaking baller as usual. Nuck coming up to this 1380 level. Oh my gosh, Jesse. If this is the day. Yeah, thank you, Pizza, for that QS. Or maybe you should be thanking me because I pumped your bags. Huh? IRBT 5-minute. Hitting right now. MACD is down, so there's that. This holds, I stay in it. Doesn't look like it's gonna hold. Oh. Same with monitor the YouTube chat. They should be. I do need more mods over on YouTube. Okay, that did not go according to plan. Is there less ad on YouTube? VIVK. Oh my gosh. Jesse's World. Going for the inside of the park home run. You know how you get less ads? High pass. Subscribe. Otherwise, I will bombard you with so many ads. You'll end up liking it. Circulations on the article. You gonna go? Or are you just gonna dick me again? You gonna double dog dick me? There you go. Hey! SmackD needs to flip. All right, whatever. I'm not gonna get dick twice. We've been telling him forever to do crypto, but he hates us. What do you mean? Do crypto what? Yeah, VIVK. It's because Jesse's World bought it for the ETF Me in the Ass Viewer Funded Retirement Fund. She sent it nuclear. Blame her. Or actually blame yourself because you should have joined her. You want me to do crypto donos? Is that what you're asking? I mean, I'll be more than happy to accept crypto donos. I got to find an app that will do it, though. Teacher was complaining about the fees for bits. Asked for Venmo. I don't have a Venmo. I asked for some. Okay. So even if it, okay, let's try to do. Let's find a crypto app. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. Maybe it'll know. Can I pay in NFTs? Okay. Is there a plug in for OBS for accepting crypto donations? Can I pay in wool? Sure. It's got to be $5 worth. So it's like 20 million right now. But there's built-in plugins. There's there, in a sense, a native sequence. Handles crypto payments. Stream. Oh, so now this goes, you piece of shit. Now you got the 553 level up here. APLD's gearing up, it looks like. Oh, there's 553. Son of a gun. Fossil going. That's usually a pretty good mover. Happy color, thank you. There was an article going around. Everybody's talking about it right now. Damn, Fossil. ET to supply nat gas for Oracle? What is that? For their data centers? Come on. Okay. You're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. Did I top ticket? Bet I did. APLD high day. Glad I'm missing that trade. Disaster. I'm out. Piece of shit. APLD high day. Nice. Missed it though. AQMS off the list for today. BE. GLTO close to the daily. So GP. Jeez. SMR dip and rip potential. Is that over? 90? There's actually a squeeze forming on this SMR here on the 1 minute. I see it here. So this should be pretty explosive, whichever direction it squeezes. Could be down. Not going. Damn. IRBT high day again. It's wild. AMD near high day. Might be a while for this. We'll see. SMR trying. AMD high day. Jeez. APLM. Jeez. Is this really halted for that long? Come on, Nuck. Make a run for high day. Big volume spike. AMD juice. This has got its eyes on that 240. Super strong today. It's PRC. That's interesting. Needs volume. Some sugar. APLD 5-minute with a cuck. That went. 20-cent spread. What are we doing? Look at my fill. Everybody else is getting filled like glorious 1408s. Yeah, not me. Oh, that one gets filled immediately. Freaking savages. IRBT high day. Jeez. Where are we at on the day? $1,300. $64. Yeah. Come on, curl off of this 9. There's 86. Oof. Seller. Close to falling off here. Hold up. Did I kill it? I might have killed it. I might have killed it. TMUS cyber headline. I killed it. I killed it, didn't I? I killed it. ZOOZ. Not a ticker I've seen in a long time. Good banana. Oh my gosh. QBTS. You're short. Let a brother know next time. I'll help you out, pizza. It's a big level on this OKLO. I really want to see the puts get loaded out, but I don't know if it's going to happen. APLD trend again. 60. Is that what ChatGPT gave you? That's what it kind of gave me as well. I should ask. There's a few streamers that I could ask. Holy spreads! I didn't realize the spreads were this bad. Oh, this could absolutely take me good. Dude, the unlimited buying. Wow. They just don't care. I'm going to get dicked hard on this. I didn't realize the spreads were dollar wide. Jeez. Reclaim the wick already. Really going to lose it all. You see his post? I think he was trolling. I don't think he's going to lose it all. Pretty sure he was trolling. Yuck. Nice move. Look at IRBT. I freaking destroyed that thing. In limited candles as soon as I went long on it. I destroyed it. Fossils juicing. APLD. Trying to break here. Fossil still going? Jeez. APLD repping. That actually might squeeze. There's a squeeze formed behind it. U.S. car loan debt hits record levels. Uh-oh. Cautious report out by the FDA on frequency microneedling. What the hell is that? Now it picks up. There's the 180. Gonna break it first time, or you gonna defend it? Oh, right through it. Hot knife through butter. Butter. Spreads on this are so stupid. Sorry if I'm ignoring chat. Just really focused on this trade. Okay, there we go. There we go. IBG. Thank you, Boots. PRSO, Annie. Does look good on that chart. Does look real good. Remember this banger? Oh, jeez. That's a good clip. It's a good clip. Big Pokey. I feel that pain. I feel that suffering. Jeez. Okay, hello, 1 minute cuck here. Played out nicely. So this is a very interesting level on OKLO. If you look here at the hourly chart, see the last time it bounced was off this 21 EMA. This yellow line here. So the question is do we hold? It held here. This was probably Friday. Everything sold off, but even then that bounced hard. So you'd be looking for bouncing here. You know, you're right around the 180 psychological level. Maybe you crack 179, but you want to see buyers step in. On a lower time frame, you're outside of the Bollinger Bands. I don't know. We'll see. Oversold on the Stokes. Let's see if we can. It's not really any diagonal I can draw. Maybe through here. If you go to the extremes, like that would, I mean, that's only 2 points, so it is what it is. That's interesting. So I don't know. We'll see. This might be dying here. Worst case scenario is 175 bounce. If that gives it up, then this actually extends. No, it doesn't. You're short, geez. Let's close up the rest of this Walmart. Uno reverse. Yes, I did. Didn't know you were still short. What is this? Big Walmart's turn. You know what? No, we'll keep it. It was a 5 minute. I completely missed the breakout, but it happened. Oh, that's no bueno. Peeps aren't scared of it, which is interesting. Huh. You daring retail. HIMS juice. And anybody see anything on that? No, this is just this thing's getting wound up. RBT. Oh, of course. Breaks it now that I'm gone. Homer. Breaking VWAP. Dude, Hims is juiced. Fossil. It's 4 break. 4-2. Sell. Oh, come on. Okay, load. Dumpy. More FDA headlines. Roger. Wants to melt. IRBT higher day. Glad I got out of it, you know. Just in time to miss the move. 53% today. That's insane. APLD is one that I'm just shocked has not just kind of exploded. Daily looks great. Low float for a large cap. Just can't get it. Jeez. POVX juicing today. AMD gearing up for that local high move soon. Buying this previous resistance here. See if it just get a small little bounce just for a little small winner. I'll look at, okay. Don't tell me I killed it again. I can't take it. Seller here. Roger that, cheese. Is that ATLX? Is that like the mineral play for them? If we're playing that? Should fill. Okay, there's the freaking break. Whatever. It's pretty low float. It's pretty low float. Yeah, this would be great. APLD trying again. Yuck, high a day. Antarctica. Well, no one owns it. So there's like some sort of treaty about Antarctica. You want to throw a tinfoil hat on and start talking about Antarctica? That's your ticket there. PRSO. I'm really shocked there's not more volume on this one. Inner Earth? Huh? Him's CEO tweet. Hers continues to be one of the most powerful growth engines in our business, serving more than 500,000 women today and on track to deliver over $1 billion in revenue next year. This launch marks another step towards expanding our leadership in women's health and meeting demand for care that's built around women's real needs. Whenever Hims breaks out of this, it's going to be pretty violent. Up or down. Wow, you know it's starting to get euphoric when KOSS starts hitting the scanner. 5-minute cuck on OKLO. Be right back. Gotta take a piss. We got a video to watch when I come back. 1.5 billion in data centers. Shane Fam question. When MACDs are flipping up on the 115 chart but down on the 15 plus charts, does that indicate short-term play? Trying to align my strategy in those. So the more time frames you line up, the better. For me, it's what's your base chart that you're working off of. So for me, it's the 1 minute chart. So that means I want maybe the next 2 time frames up to be in alignment. So like for me, it's really the 5 minute. If I can get the 10 or 15 to align to, even better. Do I care about the 30, the hour? Probably not. Get back into IRBT so I can go down more. Actually, I can't about shitters. Are they just dead once they do an offering? Wondering if to hold LAES. Let me look. Not always, but LAES isn't a shitter. In fact, if they did an offering and it's at $7, wait. Pizza, did we not sell this? I swore we did. Yeah, we sold it. Okay. Just didn't write it down in here. The fact that it's not completely tanked, that's kind of a good sign. What did they price it at? That also tells you something. $750. That's pretty high from where it's at. So rarely can it be okay. And I would say in this case, it's probably okay. This is they did an offering near its recent highs. That's really good. I would not say LAES is a shitter company. It might dip because of it, but in the current market, it might get bought up and go again. So although it's unfortunate that you're getting diluted, doesn't seem in this scenario to be a deal breaker. In my unexpert opinion. And the size of the offering matters too. What did they do? 12 million shares. So that's not even, that's like barely under a tenth of the current shares out there. Oh, and warrants. The warrants have an exercise price of $9.25. Well, that's someone's going to have, look at it this way. Someone's going to have motivation to get the stock price up to that $9 level. Was it $9.25 I just said? $9.25 to activate those warrants. At that point, I would be cautious because that's a lot of shares. Chow. Uh-oh. Do we have a Chinese shitter shitting the bed? That is partnering with ARM. Scale AI efforts. 250. Look at the freaking spreads. Oh, that fell was ass. Why is it a freaking dollar spread here? There we go. Horseshit fills. I'm just gonna get out. Yeah, same fill. Seconds apart. Did I only make $100 on that? Okay. Oh, now it goes. Is a TechCrunch article. This one screwed me, didn't it? Damn. That's why. We are working on a $20 billion private sector facility for Argentina that would sit alongside Swapline and invest in debt. Should we be looking at Argentine-based companies? Argentina-based companies? The IMF has a golf course in Maryland. I heard something about sell their golf course. $59. $22. I was a woman at cock, really not doing much on it. I'm out. All right.
All right. You have a Jackson Dart shirt already?
Gotta support Jackie, baby. Of course.
Do you know we tried to find Justin a Jackson Dart jersey, and they said they're not being shipped until October 30th. Like, they weren't ready for this kid's level of popularity. Like, nobody had any idea, oh shit, we better have 1 million Jackson Dart jerseys ready. So
just get a fake one from China before
they have the blue one. Oh, I shouldn't say there were no jerseys. They have the blue ones, but he just got the Brian Burns in blue. He doesn't want to have 2 blue Giants jerseys, so he wants the white one. There aren't any. Like, literally.
Okay.
So, it's, listen, we say the market's efficient. It's not always so efficient. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an all-new edition of What Are Your Thoughts here on the Compound Network. We are so excited to be here live tonight. The chat is going crazy. You all say hello to my co-host, Mr. Michael Batnick. Michael Batnick, you say hi to the folks. All right.
What's up, folks?
Let's see what's going on in the chat right now. I am told Table for 7 says ready to go to Pound Town. I'm becoming a gold bug. Okay. Maybe we'll talk about that. Some shout outs to Nicole in the chat. Guys, I want to tell you about something. Nicole has officially gotten the Compound's Instagram account as of today to over 50,000 followers, which I think is coming from 1,000 or 10,000 when she joined. So she's 5x the channel in just a couple of years. I think we have a shot of Nicole here being Nicole. Nicole being Nicole. She is literally our resident social media genius and has absolutely helped us transform this channel into more like it's more of a movement, I would say, at this point. So shout out to Nicole. We're going to drop a link where you can follow us on Instagram in the live chat on YouTube right now. And for those of you listening, it's the Compound News is the official Compound handle. So, there she is. Thanks, Nick. All right. Also wanted to mention we have only, or there might be less by now, only 10 tickets or less left for the New York Live show with Michael, myself, and Jim Cramer. So that's happening on Friday, October 24th. Doors open at 6 p.m. There will be food, drinks. There will be Kramer. There will be signed copies of his new book and a live podcast recording. Nicole, do we have that link? Let's drop that now. If you guys are watching this video later and there are none left, don't say I didn't try. Don't say I didn't try. I really hope that I hope that whomever wants that ticket sees this alert. She's saying less than 10. All right, we're on fire. Sponsors tonight, FM Investments. Michael, take us through FM Investments.
All right, listen up, folks. Even after the Fed's recent modest cut to overnight rates, compelling bond yields are still attracting a lot of investors. That's right, 90 billion, 98 billion in September. Most bond funds come with a catch, which is those regular income distributions that bond funds have to pay out. Distributions sound nice, obviously in theory, but they actually weaken the magic of compounding. Why? Because every ETF distribution...
Why do distributions weaken the magic of compounding?
Taxes.
Oh, shit.
Taxes. That's it.
Every ETF distribution pulls assets out.
Shut up for a second. Let me finish this.
Temporarily. It says verbatim.
So, the FM compounder ETFs are designed to solve the fixed income distribution problem. Compounder ETFs can help investors avoid distributions, stay invested, and compound their capital gains. What are the compounder ETF tickers? I'm glad you asked. It's CPAG, that's CPAG, the FM compounder U.S. aggregate bond.
Of the financial sector stocks. So no one was really totally knocked out that these reports were so good. But I think it just underscores the broadness of the rally, because the banks don't just deal with technology companies. The banks have customers in every segment of the economy. What do you think of that?
That's right. What
do you think of that take? Banks as a gauge of the economy beyond tech. I know they're involved with tech as well.
Yeah. So JC was on the show earlier in the year. And if you'd listen to me for a second, I'll let you know that, yes, banks are important
IRBT 5
to the economy, to the stock market. It's discouraging when you see the banks being left behind. You want to see real confirmation that there is activity in the real economy outside of just this circular notion of OpenAI and Salesforce now, which was a dud, and whatever, Oracle and all of these deals. You need the real economy, damn it. Yes. So I just before we get into the reports today and the market's reaction, I wanted to highlight Adam Parker's work. Adam did this really interesting thing showing that showing what you want to pay attention to in terms of stocks before earnings. So chart on, please. Adam said stocks in the bottom half of industry group relative momentum. All right, so stocks in the bottom half tend to beat expectations on the earnings release. And those in the highest 5% of two-week stock performance see a statistically significant underperformance on the day that they report earnings. This is important. On average, big moves into earnings releases should be sold, and big laggers should be bought. So let's see what happened today with Citigroup and with Wells Fargo. Next two charts, please. Both of these acting pretty damn heavy. Not necessarily if you were just purely technicals. I don't know that I want to be long this going to earnings. Boom. Big candle. Next one. Same thing with Citi. Also, pretty cruddy price action. And yet a very nice day today. So kudos to Adam. I thought that was interesting.
I'm actually thinking it bounces here.
I only agree with half of that.
Kind of watching it for a bounce.
Which part?
Okay, hello.
Going
to Disney Pizza Wrangler?
I guess it's the on average.
Take pictures of. Wait, is the Star Pizza?
Because
is the Star Wars area? Is that in Disneyland or is that in a separate park over in California? It's there. I want pictures, Pizza Wrangler. I want pictures. Huge Star Wars fan, you know that. I have lightsabers. Have fun, Pizza Wrangler.
Think about Like,
Yeah, it's on
I
average.
I know. But think about anecdotally, like how many counter examples of this that are so easy to find at your fingertips.
Dude, of course. He's all
'Cause that-
so put his chart back on. Put the bar chart back on. So this is showing you pretty clearly that the stocks with the strongest momentum. Now listen, this is very short-term stuff. We're talking the next day. The stocks that are ripping into earnings, like they tend to the expectations are too high in the short term. And stocks
Is that
are getting
percentage
smoked.
gain?
Yeah.
On the
I
left?
don't know if this percentage gain. It's a T stat. Don't worry about what T stat means. It's very technical.
Because the point
You
is,
wouldn't
it's
understand.
what this is not this. So what this is not saying, chart off. What this is not saying is that stocks rallying to earnings have bad earnings results.
No,
It's
the opposite.
just describing profit taking, selling the news.
Correct. That's it.
I
You're such a
still-
hater. What's wrong with you? It's a
I
great
love
chart.
Adam.
It's a great chart. It's a great
No,
chart.
I think it's good food for thought, but I want to see what is that the next day?
Yeah.
Like I kind of want to see. Give me the total return the 2 weeks before the earnings and the 1 week after, and I guarantee you that stat gets obliterated. Like how many people are buying the stock the day before earnings and selling it the day after? That's a very small component of the
Dude,
market
his
that does
his
that.
clients are hedge funds. I'm merely
Right.
making the point.
No,
All right, so let's get to the banks.
I do understand the point. I just question the
I just want to point out right now that
practicality of
180 put
paying attention to
on
it.
OKLO that I took earlier would be worth $10,000.
There's a lot of things that we talk about that people
Just
should
point
not pay
that.
attention to. Let's be honest.
That's definitely true. All right. Earnings. So
Your lightsaber
we have a
cut bricks.
bunch of great stuff here from the
course.
gang. Callie, Chart Kid, Matt, Sean. I don't know whose is whose, but these are some things that we want to share. This is the
And if this
financial
level
sector
doesn't bounce
earnings week.
soon, it
Not
could
every
be
one
worth
of them reports.
$50,000 the way it's going.
Reports this week is a financial. 65% of the companies reporting this week are from the XLF
I love this week.
sector. Okay, me too. And I love that it's first. By the way, I think that's huge. Okay.
Same.
The entire financial sector is expected to have growth of 13.2% for the quarter. That is the
Healthy.
fourth highest within the S&P 500, fourth of 11. Not all of these stocks, even though they all had good earnings, not all of them went up after. Again, Adam's right. That phenomenon is real. A lot of these are stocks that have run up 20% into these reports. So I get it. Okay. Trading and investment banking revenues beat and look strong across the board. Deal making is okay. I think deals were the big story at Goldman Sachs, or overall investment banking revenue, I should say. Worries about credit quality are I don't know.
I
They're not
play
new.
the weeklies,
I feel like it's
Flukes.
every quarter.
I don't really
People
play
are, like,
anything with zero
dying
today.
to find some sign of it.
Dude, there's
And
nothing there. There's
nothing there. JP Morgan, the provision for credit losses was
The
$59
big variable for me
million,
is just what strike.
driven by the impact of a charge-off related to a single client, which we'll get to later. Net charge-offs were $62 million, and the net reserve release was $3 million. They asked about the credit card business early, or they didn't even, before they were even asked about it, on the JP Morgan call, they just went right to it. CCB, there's nothing happening there. There's like literally nothing to report. There's no uptick. There's no like scary activity in the worst borrowers. Like none of it. So that's the good news.
I'm finally getting the pop here, huh?
Jamie Dimon's economic comments were, the usual. He is never going to give you what you want if what you want is everything's great. That's not Jamie-esque. He sees himself as a risk manager,
volume matters too, for
not as a
sure.
cheerleader.
Well, hold on. Let me read this quote. So
Please
this is slide 1 in their earnings release. While there have been some signs of a softening, particularly in job growth, the U.S. economy generally remained resilient. However, there continues to be a heightened degree of uncertainty stemming from complex geopolitical conditions, tariffs and trade uncertainty, elevated asset prices, and the risk of sticky inflation. As always, we hope for the best, but these complex forces reinforce why we prepared the firm for a wide range of scenarios. He says this every quarter. It is who he is, and he
right.
shouldn't say anything different. He's the head of the biggest
IPOs
banking
are
country in the
halted.
world.
You don't right.
Then how do
Somebody
we
was
get
joking
these
around, I forget
freaking
who it
Asian
was, like,
shitter
what would get you
IPOs
bearish?
every day?
He'll never spike the football.
Is Jamie Dimon taking a victory
Or is it
lap?
like starting
He never
now?
will.
All right, we're good.
He never
we
will.
made it. Okay. City. Anything crazy to say on the City? Not really, right?
So, you know what? I'll be honest. City and Wells, I can't listen to them all. I do BlackRock, I do Goldman, and I do JP Morgan.
I only did BlackRock and JP Morgan today. And Goldman I read about. Citi beat on revenue for all divisions and didn't really have any negative comments on the economy. I saw they put somebody on TV today, and he echoed a lot of what Jamie Dimon had to say about overall credit quality and lending and et cetera, et cetera.
They basically all say the same thing.
It's business as usual, though, is I think the takeaway. Wells Fargo got out of bank jail. So for a long time, because it was the worst run bank in America, run large bank in America, literally lying, cheating, and stealing, they had a cap on how much money they could return to shareholders. They were shut out from doing any kind of M&A. They were like in a penalty box, deserved. They faked 40,000 fake accounts at the retail bank branch level. Everyone running the firm has been fired as a result. New management. They have this guy, Charlie Scharf, now for the last couple of years as the new CEO. He is a Jamie Dimon protege. People seem really happy with the turnaround at Wells Fargo. And now they have this asset cap lifted. So the third quarter was the first full quarter without that cap. So they're going to be treated like every other systematically important financial institution or SIFI. And they should be able to do bigger buybacks, dividends, et cetera now. This was a good reaction, though, Mike, on Wells.
Yeah, well, because nobody expects anything from them.
Yeah. The team notes that's the best earnings performance, best post-earnings performance since 2015. Stock hasn't done this in response to an earnings report in a decade, which I find notable. All right. JP Morgan, Goldman both went down. Or underperformed the KBW Bank Index. Let's put that chart up.
Goldman was down 2%. Goldman and JP Morgan both down 2% on the day.
This is market caps. Look at JP Morgan acting like a Mag 7, almost $1 trillion. 846 billion. Goldman is 238 billion. BlackRock 178 billion. Are you surprised by the order?
That's a good question.
Between Goldman and BlackRock, if I blindfolded you, which would you have guessed is bigger by market cap right now?
I probably would have guessed BlackRock.
That's what I think I would have guessed that too. We would have been wrong. Although they're close enough that like a month of market performance could change that. Next chart.
Hold on, just for a second. We spoke about this with Scott Nations. Man, I know Robinhood is killing it, and their future is bright. But 120 billion, just in the context of BlackRock being 100, what do we say, 180? One of those is wrong.
Oh, why is Robinhood almost the same valuation as BlackRock?
And one of those is wrong. Very wrong. Come on. I mean,
I pitched BlackRock on CNBC today. Pull up a technical chart though. This is a legit breakout. Like a highly legit breakout.
So it closed at an all-time high today. BlackRock took in $205 billion in quarterly net inflows. $205 billion. How much is on Robinhood's platform? Is it that much?
Turkey,
does Robinhood have 300 billion? What's the number? Whatever, it's close.
It's in the billions is the point. And BlackRock's at 13.5 trillion.
BlackRock took in, and I know they're different businesses, but BlackRock took in $200 billion in quarterly net inflows.
Oh, I had some notes from JP. Can we just go back to JP Morgan?
Yeah.
All right. So the consumer is fine was my big takeaway. They said it 50 different ways. And they would love to tell you if that's not the case. They'd love to be the first bank to say, yeah, no, there's a real problem here because they're going to handle it better than everyone else. Yeah, they'll tell you.
So Jeremy, the CFO said, I mean, Jamie may have his own personal opinions here, but I think at a high level, the story that we're trying to tell is one that's anchored on the current facts. The current facts on the consumer side are that the consumer is resilient, spending is strong, and delinquency rates are actually coming in below expectations. Those are facts that we really can't escape. People keep
as if it's a bad thing to say. It's crazy. Which I'm going to ask you a question about. The net interest income outlook for 2026, which is the bulk of their the revenue. It's a bank after all. They said the consensus estimate on Wall Street of $100 billion for 2026, quote, does look a bit low. So this bank could conceivably exceed $100 billion in net interest, just given the size of its deposit base, which is really, really, really remarkable. Then two different analysts wanted to talk about First Brands, which I know we're gonna dive into in a minute. But I just wanted to point out to people. So J.P. Morgan has minimal exposure to First Brands, although not zero. But they do have exposure to this thing called Tricolor, which we talked about this last week, how that's being talked about as the next disaster. It's another auto-related business. But they kept saying NBFI, NBFI, NBFI. And I had to Google it because I forgot. It's been a really long time since we heard analysts on a call asking about this. But non-bank financial institutions, NBFI is going to be the buzzword of the fourth quarter in the financial world, I believe. That's my top pick for like top buzzword that people start writing articles with that in the headline. I think it's going to be like just because there is a huge contingent of people who want things to go wrong, especially for hedge fund managers and private equity people,
and especially the Financial Times.
Oh yeah, the FT would love to see this all blow up. But I think this is the new buzzword that people are going to walk around saying because they think it makes them sound significant, sophisticated. Jamie kind of said he thinks the news gets worse, or there are more revelations.
No, he did not say that.
But he doesn't think it's like.
Hold on, he did not say the news gets worse. He did not say the news gets worse. No, he did not.
Read his quote.
Dude, he did not. First of all, this is from Jeremy. So Jeremy said, we've also acknowledged that a lot of the private credit actors are, large, very sophisticated, very good at credit underwriting. I don't think you're supposed to jump to the conclusion that there are necessarily lower standards or a huge systemic problem. To the extent that we lend to some of these folks who are client of ours as well as competitors of ours, that lending follows our normal practices. It's often highly secured, and everything we do is one way or the other or another risky. I'm not sure that our lending to the NBFI community is an area of risk that we see as more elevated than other areas of risk. And the quote that you're mentioning about Jamie said something like, I probably shouldn't. No. He didn't say that. He said, I probably shouldn't say this, and I'm guessing because he doesn't want to scare people, but there's never one cockroach in the kitchen. That's what he said.
Okay, yeah. So that's not the same thing as I'm saying?
No, more to come.
How's there a big difference? Wait, how did your voice just go up 6 octaves? Yes, more to come. There's never one cockroach. How are these two?
Those are not the same thing.
How are these two turns of phrases not synonymous?
Okay, because there's never one cockroach in the kitchen is saying.
What's the implication of that? That there's another cockroach. More to come.
No. But it's not the same.
Stop.
It is not the same.
Please stop for my benefit.
There is more to come is saying that there's never one cockroach is like, wouldn't be surprised if something else happens. And there's a difference.
Sure, Michael. Let's do Goldman. All right, let's do Goldman.
So Goldman, it was the same questions on the call, and DJ Solly, he might drop my playlist because it's never interesting.
No,
I think I'm done with Goldman.
On purpose, do you think?
I don't know. He's just there's respectfully, there's just not that level of charisma, and he doesn't say anything interesting. Maybe nor should he, but
I think that's I really think that's by design. I don't think he wants any more attention personally. Like I don't.
He came through. Credit to him. He did come through. There was 2 years ago. It's pretty dark. So they were asked the same questions about private assets, private credit, risks, etc. And nothing. I listened. Nothing to pull out. But the big story for Goldman, and to the point that we opened the show with, is that the economy is firing. There is deals. There is activity. So throw this chart up. Look at investment banking fees. Second quarter was 2.1 billion. Third quarter, 2.6 billion, up from 1.9 billion in the third quarter of 2024, year over year. I mean, it's humming. It's definitely cooking. Things are happening.
That's a meaty bar right there.
Things are happening. Yeah. Goldman bought Industry Ventures, which is interesting. $8 billion venture company.
What is that?
Plays in the. So
it's just a venture capital fund, or it's more than that.
They do a lot of different things. They were the pioneers of venture secondaries, and they've had a very successful storied career. $8 billion in AUM and on the platform. I think the cash comp was like 600 with another 300 on the earnout, something like that. So
it's
Goldman
it's almost $1 billion for the business. Do you think that was you think that was a situation where the company put itself up for sale and Goldman won an auction?
I doubt it.
Or do you think this was strategic and Goldman went to them and said, "There's a good fit here for some for some reason beyond just
So not knowing anything, speculating tourist here, I would say that this company is very well respected. I would guess that they're not hiring a bank to shop them. I would guess that Goldman approached them.
Well, there's never just one cockroach, so I wouldn't be surprised to see more deals for these companies now that they sort of can do whatever they want, almost whatever they want. I think from a regulatory standpoint, from an antitrust perspective, if they want to do something, they could probably do it. So I think we'll see more. Let's just on BlackRock. I know you have some data on this one. This is what stood out. This is what stood out for me. 13.5 trillion in AUM is so big.
Yeah, it's a lot of cash.
we say the words trillion a lot on the show because we're always talking about like Apple and Nvidia. But like honestly,
okay, I'm so glad you mentioned that.
An investment firm with 13.5 trillion under management. This is one company managing 13.5 trillion. Not just managing, but like responsible for.
That's insane.
That is so big.
Okay, I'm really glad you mentioned that because show this chart from Bloomberg Intelligence, John, please. So IBIT took in $100 billion in about 400 something days.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
Okay, so IBIT and their other ETFs total did $61 million in crypto ETF revenue. So call it a $250 million annual run rate, give or take. $250 million. And guess what the percentage of that revenue was? 1%.
Oh my God. Wait, can we put that chart back up? This is showing how many days it took for IBIT to get to 100 billion. And they have 4 other ETFs that are 100 billion. VOO, which
No, that's not what this is showing. This is showing how quickly it took other companies, other ETFs to get to 100
It's okay,
billion.
Lowe's.
Yeah,
Dumpy, dumpy.
That's what I said.
You said-
These are all
That's not what I
BlackRock
said.
products.
No,
no,
it's
they're not.
dude.
VOO and VEA are Vanguard.
Yeah.
IEFA is State Street. And IEMG is...
No. Those are BlackRock.
That's
IEFA and
Black.
IEMG, those are BlackRock.
Oh, okay.
Half.
So, but I'm saying that's the length of time by days.
That's
is
what
how
I'm
long
saying.
it took. Right. So
Half.
IBIT
It
did
doesn't
it
look
in
terrible.
just over a year.
Want to see it hold 16 though.
And
Today was the day for it to
VOO,
curl
which
and
is
go.
like is like the Vanguard SPY basically.
This is kind of a big level. Yesterday's
Took
close.
2,000
You want to
days.
see this hold.
That's what the point I'm trying to make. Okay.
That might be a
what
little
does
telling if it
What does that
gives up.
say? Does that say more about Bitcoin, or does that say more about just the development of the ETF business
both,
in general?
Yeah, both. In fairness, obviously ETFs are a lot more mature than they were when VOO was launched, back in the day. So, but my big point is this: show the table of business results. So look at September. Look at the fourth column. September 30th, AUM as a percent of total.
Okay.
Digital assets 1%,
Oh yeah.
and
That doesn't
1%
even
of
exist.
fees. It's like a blip, and it's $100 billion product, and it's a blip. Go back.
Sorry, I have
What-
another
what-
question. I have a question on that though. So only 1% of BlackRock's AUM is in digital assets. Let's say IBIT.
And base fees.
But how big is BlackRock in Bitcoin overall? Are they 10%?
Like how much of Bitcoin does
Well, if
is in the BlackRock
IBIT is
ETF?
100 billion, how much Bitcoin is there?
And Bitcoin's what? Is it 3 trillion? I don't even know what it is.
I don't know the
3
answer,
trillion,
but
4
they're
trillion?
they're like a meaningful
Yeah.
amount and rapidly becoming more meaningful.
Yeah. All right, chart back on. The other portion that's interesting is private markets, $300 billion plus, and it's 13% of the revenue, and that number will grow higher, undoubtedly.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Yeah,
at
for
it for
sure.
another
Anyway, the
short.
point
Yeah.
is-
It's super profitable.
It gave up
Even,
that
Josh,
with
you're
no
right.
fight.
Even though there's
gave up this
12
with no
or more digital
see.
asset ETFs, like none
Yeah,
of them are
I'm
cutting
looking
fees.
at it for a short. It's
Like,
kind of giving
all
up
of
the
them are
levels that I
making
was
money.
watching.
Bitwise is.
Oh,
But my
Bitwise cutting
point-
fees already? Okay.
I think
This
they
is
are,
where
but
I
the
was
point is
watching
this.
for support, and
Trillions
it's
of
ripped right
dollars, to your
through
point
it.
earlier.
You're down to
It's so much money
200 and the
that
15 minute.
showing that
So
the
that is
$100 billion
something.
ETF is 1%
see.
of their AUM, 1% of revenue really puts it into context. It's so much money. So,
I mean, it might
like getting back
head
to what I said
towards this
earlier,
160
BlackRock
soon,
is either way
if that
undervalued or
breaks
Robinhood
down.
is way overvalued, and maybe a little bit of both.
All right. Story today in the Wall Street Journal, mid-morning, reacting to these earnings reports that we're talking about. Can we get a screen grab of this, John? Wall Street is firing on all cylinders, fueled by deals and trading. The subhead is results are beating expectations across the big banks. So, not to repeat a lot of what we just said, but here are some things from here. Goldman is now on pace for its best year ever. Ever. Did you hear that? In its main investment banking and markets division. JP Morgan is on track to make over $50 billion in annual profit for the second year in a row. BlackRock, $13.5 trillion. These are the most important companies on Wall Street, and all of them are just absolutely crushing it. This year, we've already had the biggest ever leveraged buyout. That's Electronic Arts. Advised by Goldman Sachs, $20 billion in financing from JP Morgan. Bank of America is expected to bring in the biggest ever disclosed deal fee for a single bank, $130 million. So did you hear what I said? Bank of America is getting $130 million
Might
for
reclaim.
that deal.
Might be a
JP
long. We'll
Morgan
see.
is financing with $20 billion, and either the buyer or the seller was the seller was advised by Goldman. It's
I reversed
like it's
it. I know, right?
unbelievable how much money is being made, which explains why these stocks have done so well. So
Got to flip it and reverse it.
and they go on and on. There's equity trading, there's equity underwriting, there's debt capital markets activity. Just it's all explosive, and it's all on a year-over-year basis. Just a huge change. So the question I wanted to ask you is one thing that's really interesting. We're kind of like in these Goldilocks days for Wall Street, with all these records being broken. But it seems like everybody wants to spend the entire time imagining ways for it to all come crashing down rather than just like enjoying it. Like, all right, we're in it right now. Why do we have to focus relentlessly on how it's going to end? Do you get that feeling that that's all anyone wants to talk about?
All right, the question is, who's anyone? Because I think what you're referring to are the headlines, and I was talking to Ben today about this. Journalists don't, and this is not their fault. Good news is boring as shit. Nobody cares. And
I mean,
the
this
best,
is good news, but this is an exciting article.
But
it's a
no,
big
it's not.
flashy
Good-
headline.
Dude, come
Wall
on, so you don't
Street's
talk about
firing on all
They-
cylinders.
Not interesting. They want more. They want more First Brands stories. That's interesting. How could people have been so irresponsible? People with so much money. How could they have been so reckless? That's what people click on. Nobody cares that Goldman's going to have a record year. Like investors care as well. They should. It's the second biggest sector in the economy or in the stock market. But this idea that people want to see the banks blow up or whatever, Big Short 2.0, yeah, that's what the headlines want you to see. Of course they do. They want you to. That's their business.
But how do you explain the amount of regular people who are doing Google searches for stock market bubble? Everyone's saying bubble now. Everyone. Is it because things are just so
that
good
means it's not going to
that
pop. It's
people
not going
just
to pop
can't
if
take it
everybody's
and
looking
they
for
just
it.
have to ask, like,
Well,
when is this going to come to an end?
I mean, that's a different story.
Silly.
The stock market
know,
bubble
but
and
it's-
the banks doing well, those are different stories.
Not really. I think they're pretty related. I don't hear anyone, regular people or the media, being like, yeah, it's a bull market, things are good. It's a bull market, but it's weird. Like I don't understand this obsession with how's it going to end.
Well, I love that, and so
When's it
should
going
you.
to end? How's
Because,
it going to end?
dude, we need a wall of worry. we can't have everybody's like, everybody in the boat, no risk, whatever. S&P 15,000, get in, moron. We're getting rich. Like, I'm happy that there's but.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot. I want to show you something funny. Put this first tweet up. This is a good tweet.
Yeah.
Nathaniel Whitmore. Do you know him? I don't know. I don't know him. An entire generation watched The Big Short, thought Michael Burry was cool, and spent the next decade calling everything a bubble. I didn't like this because I'm not on Twitter, but I would have liked this 500 times if I could. This is, I think, one of the best explanations for all of the hate and bitterness about the stock market. I think a lot of it boils down to all these ambitious young men who saw that film in their teens or 20s, or God forbid, read the book a little bit earlier than that.
You don't want me to short
And
it?
just- they
Watch.
thought,
Now,
like,
see,
this
when
is
Cheese
what you're
tells me
supposed
not to do something and I
You're
don't
supposed to be
do
the
it,
smartest
Find the
person.
fraud.
100% would have made me a
You're
millionaire.
supposed to be the smartest person in the world, outsmart everyone, spot the bubble before everyone else, bet against it, and like that's like what you're supposed to do in the market. That's like literally what 100 million people think they're supposed to be doing. And
Yeah.
I'm exaggerating the numbers, but like there is this whole generation. They think that shit is cool, being like this freakishly like brilliant contrarian who makes everybody else look like a moron.
Now, I think a lot of these people that you're describing are people that wanted to be professional investors, like real serious investors. I think most average people don't aspire to be Michael Burry. I think a lot of people grew out of that shit. Like our friend Dan McMurtry is killing it in the hedge fund business, and he's not one of these freaks that is betting on the world and that everything's a fraud. Like I think that there is a corner of the universe, absolutely, that was brainwormed by this, but not everyone.
I like brainwormed, but like I think I think they want to be the hero. I don't think they're like villainous. I almost like they want to be the guy that saves everyone.
Well, you know why?
Because they're like,
Because-
that's about to blow up.
Yeah, and I'm going to save you. So Michael Steinhardt famously said, nothing makes a money manager feel better than making their clients money when everybody else is losing theirs. You are hero goated forever and ever. There's no higher mountain for a money manager than that. And so bull markets make that sort of investing really difficult, obviously.
This was a good clapback from High Yield Harry. This is one of the top 5 funniest people in the world in finance. He's pseudonymous. I don't know him in person. He said, "Disagree. I was inspired by these guys." These are the mortgage brokers in The Big Short,
Yeah.
right? Who would like
think so.
beyond ridiculous, like caricatures of. I know mortgage brokers, and directionally, the movie sort of had it right, but like they were like to the nth degree. I thought that was good. Anyway, it's kind of sad that there aren't a lot of people who are just like, yeah, this is pretty great. Like my friends who work on Wall Street are doing well. They're making money. They're buying bigger cars. They're buying bigger homes. Okay, maybe a little bit of envy, but overall, it's a good thing that the capital markets are working. That like nobody has that opinion.
I don't know. I think people in the real world might have that opinion. Like people
do?
on Wall Street in the real world might have that opinion. I think that all forms of media consumption, social or otherwise, just warp everything. I really do.
I do too. All right, let's move on.
Okay, so I saw this poster. I think Robin actually shared this with me. Throw this Lulu thing out. All right, so The Economist, famously late and the poster child of a lot of magazine indicators, which I don't believe in, but sometimes.
I was going to say
So-
this might be the bottom for Lulu.
But sometimes. So I immediately wanted to buy the stock. So I thought I'd play a game with you, Josh, where we're going, okay, value or value trap. And we're going to start with Lulu. So, and I told Sean, we're going to revisit this in a year, okay? So Lulu is in a 67% drawdown. So this is obviously surface level analysis, right? We're not going deep on each of these names. So chart on, please. We'll start with Lulu. So on top, you see the price. Lulu is down 67% from its high. In the middle, we've got the free cash flow, and on the bottom, we've got the PE ratio. And I got to be honest, so the free cash flow is obviously turning. Like, duh, it's stocks don't fall 67% for no reason. I thought it would have been way worse.
I think I think it's a buy if my only two choices are buy or sell. But I don't invest this way personally. I'm not a value guy. And in fashion, it's even twice as hard. So, in other words, one thing to be a value investor and look at like Hershey and be like, all right,
It's chocolate.
this company's been around for 380 years. I'll take the bet that whatever's going wrong, they'll fix it, and there will still
Great
be
point.
an underlying demand for chocolate. I don't know that anyone can say that about any fashion brand. And some go away forever. That being said, there are some really great examples, and I'm sure they're a minority of the time, of brand resurrections. And what we witnessed,
Crocs.
just think a couple of months ago, all it took was Sydney Sweeney and Abercrombie and what was it? What is it?
American
Aeropostale?
Eagle.
I don't even know. American
Crocs is
Eagle. They're
gonna
all
kill
the same
the
to me.
No, you're right. So retail companies turn around, but it is hard as shit. So
It's hard, dude.
As much
It's
as
hard.
I really want to fade The Economist and just hold my nose and buy, I think you're right. Like Aloe is just destroying them. So maybe they get it together, maybe they don't. All right, so it sounds like we're both pretty
Just get
skeptical.
Sydney Sweeney wearing Lululemon yoga pants. Why is this so difficult? You can't write a big enough check? Close
Yeah.
10 stores and give her the money. And
Yeah.
next question. Was the question, how do I turn around Lululemon?
All right, Salesforce.
Cassie. Okay.
Salesforce. So interestingly, the stock is down 35%. Free cash flow is near an all-time high. Forward PE is about as low as it's been for the last couple of years, and nobody wants any part of the stock. In fact, it failed to rally on the news today that there's a partnership with OpenAI. I mean, nobody wants to own the stock right now.
I think that there's an open question about the need for buying seats per employee head on a go-forward basis. I think every SaaS company will be facing this reality. in the
MSOS
AI
huge
age.
pop here.
Companies are writing their own software at this point with the aid of AI to
What's up?
enable them to do a lot of the things that you
Cena
needed to
volume
rely
popping,
on
cannabis
Salesforce for.
named
That's
with the
A.
MSOS
B,
volume
yes, we're
rise,
in a low
cannabis
hiring,
named
low
Cena
firing
volume upside
equilibrium. That's going to break in one direction or the other. And I think most people would
Is there
bet it's going
news?
to break negatively.
Rescheduling
and
stuff?
you
With that
will
marijuana
eventually
stock
see
seeing a
layoffs.
spike in
Doesn't have to
activity.
be catastrophic.
Something moving. It's got to be rescheduling stuff. Halt it up? Holy shit. All right. ACB, what are you doing? Juicing. Maps, this is usually a slow one to move. Tilray. Yeah, something's up. Something's up, boys. We need, what's the pot plays? What's the command for the pot list? Is it weed? No. It's like something list. Watch list. I don't know. What the hell is it? CGC. Something's up. Something's up. You don't see it just go up forever on rumor. They usually pop and drop. This is 4 minutes of straight up right now. I'm in maps already. Yeah, I put maps in the swing account. Oh, wow. It's already up 10 cents. Oh, wait. That's 3 cents. We got to find, let's search Twitter. We got 3 minutes or something here before MSOS opens back up. Somebody find something. MSOX is still not halted. YCBD, yeah. Wow. Dude. What do you want, Salt? CGC? Yeah, my man. What is that? 7?
CGC.
You're in, Salt Life. Salt Life of 10, 15, 25, 4 at 140. Something's up. When is this on halt? 53.39. TLRY. Something's up. Pot doesn't just move like that without something going on. Team conspiracy shit. What is up? All right, 5 seconds maybe on this. Probably opens. $50. Fill the gap. Dip and rip or nah? Doug Cass comments. Doug Cass saying stuff. Is that it? It's a study? I don't know. This is a Doug Cass tweet here. Throwing down the gauntlet on cannabis trade of the next month. Buy MSOS $5. I'm making MSOS my trade of the next month. I've done a lot of legwork on rescheduling over the last several weeks. Based on my contacts in Washington, D.C., I believe the rescheduling of cannabis will finally occur over there, an investable and maybe hopefully trading time frame. I give rescheduling is an 80% probability by year end. I am adding MSOS to more aggressively with a $5 buy top. Is he what set this off? What do you want? HITI?
Hi, Ty.
3678. $8. Each two of them. Boom, you're in. Salt Life of John. Loading up today. 10, 15, 25, 2 at 54. This move is so weird. Wait for opening. I can't mess up. Was it just freaking Doug Cass? Wait a minute. When did he tweet this? I don't see it. I don't see his tweet. It's weird. Yeah. Take the wins. It seems to be just speculation by Doug Cass. But I don't see the tweet, even though I see people reporting on the tweet. AMD dumpy dumpy. Hello, Dumpy Dumpy. Damn, AMD. Oh. Cass is out there saying that move was a little extreme. That's funny. He's a dude that can move markets. Fossil High Day. PMI, Jason. I'm gonna call it here, boys and girls. Feeling a little feverish. Just haven't felt right all day. Think I'm fighting something. So I'm gonna call it. Another good day. Not a home runner by any stretch, but stacking, you know. COVID. It kind of feels like a mild COVID, like a little achy in the joints, you know. But that could be the flu too. I don't know. Just feel a little warm. I'm gonna call it. Old age. Less pegging. That's what I keep saying. That's what I freaking keep saying. It's the COVID season. Mom has COVID since yesterday. Just FYI, boys, stay safe. All right. Be back at it tomorrow. Peace out, peeps.